Hello. Oh my gosh, you guys, day 5 of this challenge. It has been so fantastic. You all have been cranking. There have been laughter and there have been tears, tears of joy. Um, really exciting. Thank you so much for sharing all of your process in the Facebook group in the Key of Success. So yeah, hey, you're also prompt. I love it. You know me, I'm on time pretty much all the time. So hey, Nancy, hey, Emily, Joe, Alexis, and Jeb, are you ready? Gabrielle, Karen, so good to see some of you all that have been showing up every day. If this is your first day catching alive, feel that energy. There's some good energy going on. I got my candles lit. I got some crystals. You guys, I got this like big crystal. Isn't it pretty? So, day 5. What does it mean? What's it all about? We're going to connect some dots today. I'm going to give you some numbers. So many people are like, what's a good open rate? I'm going to tell you, it's fine. We're going to handle all of the things. So like all of the other days, for those of you who are just joining today, these videos will be available on YouTube, so you can watch them later. Try to get it in this next week here, because there's some good energy flowing right now. It's also a very, very good time of year to set up these systems, because in about a month or two, it's like prime merch time, live shows, live streams. People are like itching to get new material, to change up their playlists. So this is the opportunity for you all. And so that's why I'm doing this specifically this week, because it is that prime time to get yourself set up. So like all the other calls, I'm going to start by just presenting a bunch of information. You can take screen grabs, take notes, do all the things. And then I am going to, there's going to be one extra element I'm going to share with you about Rock Your Email List. I've been talking a lot about it. I'm getting lots of questions. I'm just going to answer all of those. If it's not your jam, cool, just hang tight, because after that, there's some really awesome giveaways. I'm going to share the winners from yesterday who got the audit, the Welcome Series audit. So they got access to my Welcome Series template, as well as me going through and editing their Welcome Series to make it awesome. So that I'll announce that winner, and then today's prize, as well as today is the last day of the challenge, but there is still an assignment. So I've got an assignment for you. So we'll go through that. And then I'm going to answer all of your questions. I am sticking around until your very last question is answered. So if you've got a question while I'm presenting, I'm not reading them because I'm the world's slowest reader. So hold your questions until the end when I stop sharing my slides, and I will definitely get to them. You can also type them in, but if I can't scroll through all of them, I may have to ask you to retype them. So just be prepared for that, but I will get to them. I promise. So that's how today is going to work. And we've got some special guests today. How are you? That's Winston. No, he's like so asleep. And then Enzo's on the floor. He'll make an appearance in a minute. And Winston, they're both our COVID rescues. Puppies. It's kind of puppies, not really puppies. They're like a year. So we'll see more of them as the day goes on. Okay. So I'm really excited about today. Like, this whole week has been really rejuvenating, and I hope you all are feeling the energy, because you're surrounded, even though it's digitally, we're all sort of focusing in on the same thing right now, by other people who are in a similar space as you. Like, you're in it for the long haul. You are a creator, and you want to do your art and spend time and money on your art, but also do what you need to do in order to get it out there, which, remember, is my way of actually saying bring the people in. So I love that you're here and working on your businesses, even though this isn't like the most funnest thing to be doing on whatever day of the week it is, Saturday. So I'm very proud of you, and I know what this takes. I have been here, done this, got and sold the merch t-shirt with a discount code. So I get it. I totally get it. So I'm really psyched to have you here. Jimmy's back again. Hey, Kim. Hey, Emily from Nova Scotia. I want to go to Nova Scotia. I love it. I love that everyone just tells you where you are. I feel so connected to the entire world. I'm in New York. I've never shared that. I'm in New York, about an hour plus north of New York City. So we're going to get started. Let's just hit it. Today we're connecting some dots. So let's do it. I'm going to share my screen for a little bit, and then I'll come back. I mean, you'll see me in the little corner, but I'm looking up at 2 screens and reading your comments and doing all the things here. So go going to share my screen so you can see some slides, because some of you like to listen and that's great. And some of you are visual learners and I totally get that. So I really wanted to make sure I can cater to everyone. So hopefully you can see my screen. So just super duper zoomed out, we are looking at the stages of email marketing so that you can rock your email list. And just a reminder, stages, what we've gone through in this entire challenge is this strategy. And strategy is not necessary. I mean, if you look at these 6 words, this is the email strategy, but I'm talking about strategy for you. What do you want for your music career? And how can email be worked into that strategy, if not one of the driving forces to get what it is that you want for your music? So we talked about that on the first day. Then we talked about technology, the platforms, some tech terms, getting rid of some of those tech gremlins and blocks that we might have. Then we talked about awareness and growth, or gathering, talking about your list. What do you have to offer people? How do you talk about it without being wonky when you have a live stream or a live show or to friends? We talked about growing that list and how to keep people around. And one of the main factors, remember, is your welcome series. We talked more about engagement, welcome series, nurture series, rise series. And then we also tackled the rise series during our selling, right? So at any given point, if you're like, oh, this is the area where I really need to work on, you can just look at this and be like, okay, do I have this down pat? Are my systems in place? Are my systems in place so that I can really optimize this tool, right? Because remember, when you're doing email, right, you are making $1 to $2 per month per subscriber. If you have 1,000 people on your email list, you're making $1,000 a month on average, or $12,000 a year from your email list. That is how you know if you are doing email right. If you are not making that money, you are not doing email right yet, which is why you're here, which is so great. Okay, so this is the zoomed out, right? Just to keep it simple and just know where you are in this whole process. So we're going to connect some of these dots. Just what you've created this week is an outline for your nurture series, right? We've got 30 different ideas, around 30 different ideas of things that you can talk about. And we're not talking about writing a book. We're talking about a couple paragraphs, one paragraph, couple sentences, maybe sharing a link, telling some stories, getting clear on your own transitions in your own life. This is also very good, just personal reflection work to do. So we did that the first day. Hopefully you've written that first email of your welcome series, and maybe even started looking at all 4 emails of a welcome series, and possibly even started setting that up in your platform. And then yesterday's assignment was a big one. I'm curious to see if y'all that said you were going to do it, did it. We had 5 different things you could do. Some of you declared you're just going to do 1, which is great. Some of you were like, I'm going to do up to 3. Some of you were like, I'm going to do all 5 of them. So if you did it, I am super psyched for you. Go ahead and share and declare if you did that in the comments. We can like love on you a little bit. So hopefully we wrote our first Rise series, and we also chose a platform. If you have one already, you started really mastering it, really like watching some videos, like videos that the platform offers, or Zoom video. No, it's not Zoom. Sorry. What's the other place? YouTube videos. Just get good at that tool. Like when you become a master of the tool, the tech goes away and it becomes not a block. Then you have to deal with all your like, I don't want it to be a burden, or I don't know what to write, and shiny objects, and I'm going to go work on my Spotify playlist. Like, we've got other blocks. There's always a block to handle, but we don't want tech to be one of them. So get good at your platform. Cool. Karen did the task. Oh my God, Eugene did the task. I love it. Congratulations, everyone that did the work. And here's the thing, if you're planning on doing the work, if it's in your calendar to do it next week or next month, that is awesome too. If it's in your head, like tacit knowledge, kind of just floating around nebula style, that is not going to work. So get it into reality, and reality can be an event in your calendar, or just declare it out loud if you're going to do it. And that's how we're going to do it. Okay, cool. And yeah, if you did an outline for 1 to 3, but you need to refine, that's great work. I'm constantly editing the emails, the outlines, the stuff. This is an ongoing process. So if you're like, I got it, but I'm still working on it, therefore it's not done and perfect, and I can't go out there and tell people about it, that's not true. Keep working at it. We can keep optimizing. Even as you send people through your series, you're going to start to get data and say, okay, that email doesn't work. I saw that in one of my nurture series, it was like my open rates were in the 40s, and it was like 29, 40, 40. And it wasn't like it dipped and then kept going down, which is actually very normal. It like dipped and then came back up. So I'm like, there's something about that subject line that is not working. So I went in and changed the subject line, and I got to, see those numbers start to go up. So some of the stuff that you're going to tweak and optimize, you can only tweak and optimize after you learn how it's doing. So I love that you're like, yes, I've got to keep working on it. And that shouldn't be the thing that stops you from actually growing this list and starting to monetize and get those connections. Okay, here we go. Next slide. Let's talk about timing. I get a lot of questions about timing. I've gotten a lot of great questions over the past 5 days from you, both in the Facebook group, which is where I prefer to see the questions, and in my inbox, which, that's fine too, but go to the Facebook group. So I'm going to handle all of these sort of all at once right here. So just to overview, I've mentioned pretty much all of these at some point, but I want to put this all in one place. We are sending, when and how often are we sending emails? Ideally, we're sending our welcome series, one email every 4 to 5 days. We don't want to wait too long after that first email that they get, to download the thing that you are giving them, because they're still learning about you and you're still training them that your content is good value. So you don't want them to download something and then 2 months later get an email from you and they're going to be like, wait, why are you thanking me for a download? When did I download something? They're going to forget about you. So we want to stay with that energy. That's why a welcome series, we send out one every 4 to 5 days. Nurture series is once a week or once every 2 weeks. Especially if you don't have a ton of stuff going on, but you want to keep them engaged, I think that's great. That takes the place of that good old, I need to send out an email this month. That's what the Nurture series is doing for you. Rise series, we change it up again. Instead of sending once every 2 weeks, we're sending it once every 4 days with an option for more often, and including, and I'm a fan of this, 2 emails on the last day of an urgency sale. So if you have something that's going away or an album that's about to launch and you're doing a Rise series for the pre-sale, or you have a discount code that's expiring, it's okay to send an email in the morning and then email at the night. Like, this is going away in a couple hours, or in the morning, today's the last day. You're actually going to see probably most of your sales on the last day, especially if you send 2 emails. So I'm a big fan of that. Change it up a little bit. Let people know that this is something interesting, something of value. It's an opportunity for them. Broadcasts, you can send it when you have all that other stuff set up. You can send broadcasts out whenever you have something worth talking about. So this doesn't necessarily just need to be an update. It could be like a decision that you have to make. Like, you have 2 album covers and you're not sure which one. You want to send a poll out. I choose a different time of day for my automated series. All my automated series, for example, would go out at like 10 in the morning. And then if I'm sending out a broadcast, I'd send it later in the day, just so that people aren't getting one email on top of the other in case they are in another series of mine. And then I don't have to pause the series and all that stuff. No one has ever died from receiving 2 emails in a day. So that whole, I don't want to bother people. If you ever say to yourself, I don't want to bother people, I translate that, and you should too, translate that to, I don't think I have anything worth saying. I don't want to bother people is not you being great with email. It's not serving you. It's not serving your career. And it's definitely not serving your fans. It translates to, I don't think I have anything worth hearing. I don't think I have anything worth selling. I don't think I have anything worth anything. And remember, yesterday, we took all that I'm not worthy stuff and we pushed it aside and we skipped the years of therapy. And we just got to the point where we have stuff that's valuable, right? So we got to remember that. Okay. So that's the timing stuff in general, sort of zoomed out. Let's see. There is a question I see. Do I interrupt the Nurture series if I have a time-sensitive Rise series? Yeah, I let both run at the same time. My Nurture series are going out less often, so they're not going out once a week. You could pause them depending on your email platform. Some of them make it really easy to just pause everyone in every series. So you can do either one. It depends on how manual you want to get with it. The system needs to work for you. This is a tool that needs to work for you. Cool. All right. Let's go next. Let's talk about subject lines. I promised, and I made it a sticky note yesterday that I would talk about subject lines today, and I remembered there are 4 different things that a great subject line has. It doesn't have all of them in one. It has one of these things. 1, an element of FOMO, fear of missing out. All the cool kids are doing it. 2, curiosity. If your subject line makes them ask a question, for example, one of my most open emails was one I sent last summer, and the subject line was, should I do it? You're all going to send an email, should I do it? Should I do what is the question that happens in someone's head. There's an element of curiosity there. 3rd, there is extreme value that you're giving. Maybe it's a crazy discount code to your merch store. Maybe it's, I don't know, but you want to show them what is in it for them in the subject line. And the last one is urgency. Like, this is going away tonight. People act on urgency. Okay, don't use the word free in your subject lines. That will get you put right into the spam folders. And change up how you present your subject lines. For example, don't ever write in all caps. There are very, very, very few reasons to ever write in all caps, but when you do, use it sparingly. Throw an emoji or two into your subject line, but again, not all the time. Change it up. Change up punctuations. Do you like this? ... Don't always have a question in the subject line. The questions are good openers, but you want to change it up. Same way we were talking about changing up the content inside of the email. You want to cater to the people who are visual people. So you want to have a visual or a video or something every once in a while, but you also want to cater to the readers. So you want to do some bullet points and some couple paragraph things. You want to change it up so that you're catering to all types of people that like to be delivered their content in different ways. Same thing with the subject lines. So there's the subject lines. Okay, I have all these pro tips in my head, and I just was like, you know what? I'm going to put them in a list. I'm going to throw them at you. So I'm going to read through this screen here. So first of all, respond to every single email that is responding to you. That is very, 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 very good for your deliverability. Remember, the deliverability has nothing to do with your open rates. It's actually whether or not Gmail, Yahoo, whatever is letting your email through. It's saying, okay, people are responding to you and you're responding back. You're having conversations. Therefore, you're not a bot. You're not spam. Okay, come on in. The open rates, on the other hand, have everything to do with how well you write a subject line. Okay, remember, growing your list is simply telling people about it. You have to tell people about it. Don't be wonky about your list. Third pro tip, delete unsubscribed emails. So if someone unsubscribes, you can just delete them. This is cleaning your list. This is not a re-engagement series. Re-engagement is trying to get people who haven't opened to re-engage again, but they haven't unsubscribed, right? So they're hanging out and they're lowering your deliverability rates. But unsubscribed emails are just hanging out on your list and they are also lowering your deliverability rates. I can't say that word today. So you want to delete them unless they've purchased something from you. So you want to check their tags. I always do sort of a manual read through. I do this every 6 months, my unsubscribes, to make sure that they haven't purchased something and that they haven't, there's not some tag that I'm going to want to be able to get in touch with them later. Okay. And always, 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 I'll tack this on, always export that in your entire list before you do any major deletes for whatever reason. You never know. Tip 4, segment your list based on user behavior when it's going to be helpful for you. So if someone clicks on something and you want to know later, okay, who are the people that are interested in this thing but haven't bought it yet? Make sure you're tagging them. That tag creates a segment. Tip 5, align your social media posts with your broadcasts. And if you're sending out a Rise series that's sort of time-based, you absolutely want to be sharing the information at the same time. Email list always gets the information first, right? If you have a record announcement, something cool, a discount code, email list is number one, your priority. They get the stuff, they get the goods first, they get to know first, even if it's just by a couple hours. You want them to feel special. They have not seen that information anywhere else, right? But then you do want to go post on social media if you're talking about the sweatshirt from your merch store in a Rise series and it's winter, or a Patreon level that you're really focusing on. You want that information to be everywhere. It takes people 7 to 16. I know it's a big range, 7 to 16 times of seeing something on social media before they click on it. Email drastically reduces that number, which is great, but you really want to say things like, if you have a record come out and you post about it once on social media, you are not doing a very good job promoting your music. 7 to 16 times someone needs to see that before they take action. Think about how you interact with your friends' fan funding or whatever. How many times do you see it before you're like, oh, I really need to click that thing. I really need to go pre-save that. Like, it takes a little bit. So you have to be the same way. So align that with your email and you're just going to have much, much higher success rate at whatever it is that you are talking about. I said this already, but don't use the word free in your subject line, and apply tags only if you'll use them later. So I went down this very, very not helpful hole where I was tagging everything. I was like, I'm going to get all the data. If they click this, then they get tagged. If they click, sometimes if they clicked a blog post of mine, I would be like, tag, clicked blog post. Like, I literally never use that tag ever again. Like, I do not care if they click on my blog post or not. Like, I want to know if they clicked, and I get that data with my email platform, but I don't need a tag. I'm not going to segment people by who read my blog post versus not. And maybe you might, but I've never used that information before. So it just clutters the information I do need. So only apply tags. Think about, how am I going to use this later? Why would I write to just this person that has done this one thing? Oh my gosh, you guys, my phone is making all these little like sounds. I keep thinking I turn it off and then I don't think my nails are actually long enough to turn it off. So that's a good thing with tags. Like don't over tag. And then keep the content coming. So anytime you create something, don't forget that you can repurpose that content for your email list. A video, an Instagram post that is getting a lot of likes, share it with your email list. So you've got content constantly being created for yourself. You just need to realize that it's something that people want to hear about, and they do want to see that in your email. So keep the content coming. Cool. Okay. How do you tag people? That is something that we handle in the tech day. I'll take a quick look at the questions right now. Should you use the reader's name in the subject? Tina, like everything else, change it up. Don't always put their name in the subject. If you have that capability with your email platform, I think it's a great way. Absolutely. But don't do it all the time. Same thing with emojis, same thing with all caps, same thing with, symbols like stars and things like that. Change it up. So, but absolutely, that's one of those things that you can use. So love that, Tina. Thanks. Dun, dun. Emily had tears when she wrote her warm-up email. Yay! I always celebrate tears, but I assume that's for a good thing. Question, who should we exclude from our email list? I don't know. People have to sign up for your email list. You don't get to put people on your email list. So if you're musicians who worked on your album and your sound engineer, like sign up for your list, like don't exclude them, but you're not taking context and putting them into your list. That's illegal. I've said that many times, and I hope that's very clear, y'all. People have to opt in, want your email list. Okay, cool. Let's see anything else? You don't ever need to put someone's last name. You don't need to collect last names. It's his first and last name. So just first name. You don't even here's the thing on your landing page form. And I said this on the tech day or the landing page, whatever, I said it. But I'm going to say it again because it's important. The more things someone needs to type in, the less likely they're going to click submit. You want them to click submit. So first name and email is all you need. Anything else is going to be a barrier. The less clicks, the better. Same thing with links inside your email. Like if you want people to go follow you on Spotify, don't send them to a link tree where they can also find your stuff on Apple and all the here. Like the more clicks someone has to do, the less likely they're going to actually do the thing you ultimately want them to do. So as direct as possible, that's the name of the game here. It's the same thing with on your website. The number one thing you want someone to do needs to be on your homepage. So if you have a new music video and the game that you're playing is you want 1,000 views by the end of the week, that video should be front and center. So don't be talking about your album that came out last year or your email list if the game is the videos, right? If you're collecting emails right now, that should be front and center. That real estate, when someone logs in and they don't have to scroll or click anything, is very, very important. So make sure that it's really, really clear. Cool. All right. Yes, instead of creating multiple lists, it's very rare where you should have multiple lists unless you have very different businesses with very different avatars. Usually if there's overlap between what you could potentially send to one list and what you could potentially send to another, you are actually talking about segmented lists, meaning you're tagging people so that you can send an email to only people with this tag or only people with this tag. If you ever want to overlap and send an email to both groups of people that have all the tags, then you are working with just one list. And that's, for the most part, most of us. All right, let's see what's next here. Let's talk numbers, because I get a lot of questions about numbers all the time and what's good. You guys, don't ask me what's good, but I'll tell you what's good. In my mind, and what is good for me is not what is standard. So I'm just giving you that caveat. Open rate. What's the best open rate? It totally depends on the series. Welcome series, you guys, my open rate for my welcome series is like in the high 70s. Okay. High 70s. I've seen 80% sometimes. So that is because that email is going to be your most opened email. And my landing page and the subject line and all those things are so aligned that it's like, of course, I'm opening this email. Welcome series, like the entire series in general will probably dip down to about 50, in the 50s. The average broadcast that I send out, for me, it's like around 40%, 30 to 40%. Industry, across industries, like 15 to 25 is like, okay, I think that's abysmal, but that is what the internet will tell you is a decent open rate. It's 15 to 25%. Members of Rock Your Email List are also in the high 30s to 40s. Click rate, 3% is average. I always aim for 9%, which is on average what I get. And the click, remember, the responsibility of the copy of the email is to get the click. So your copy is always directing people to get the click. Like, why is it interesting to like get someone to click on this? If you're starting to go on tangents and talk about yourself and blah, 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 you're not going to get the click rate up. Average across market industry, click rate is 3%. And like I said, I aim for 9 or 10. Unsubscribe rate. Your unsubscribe rate should be well under 1%. And if it is higher than that, something is wrong. You are either targeting the wrong people up front, and so they want out, or there's something that is feeling spammy or not authentic inside the copy of the email that they're opening and then unsubscribing. Because the open rate will be nice and could be nice and high, but if your unsubscribe rate is high, that means once they get to the content, they are checking out. Because in order to unsubscribe, they actually have to open the email. So that's a very, very good piece of data to look at. If your open rate is high, you're like, I have 50% open rate. That means I'm awesome. But then you have like 6% unsubscribes. Something is wrong in the copy of the email. So your subject lines are great. Something wrong with copy. If your open rates are really, really crappy, but your click rates are like 15%, like your emails are doing great and no one's unsubscribing, we just got to work on your subject lines. So we can use this data to really optimize the experience of the people on your email list and make sure that we're getting and keeping everyone in. Cool. I hope those numbers are good. Test subject lines. A lot of platforms allow you to A/B subject lines, meaning send the email first to 25% of your list with subject line A, and then send it with subject line B to another 25%. And then after, you can set it to like 3 hours or 4 hours. You can test, you can see which subject line won, and then send the rest of the list, the 50% that's remaining, with that winning subject line. So you can do that if your platform allows you to do that. If not, you can send portions of it. You can tag, if you have your list tagged, you can send to people with X tag, and then wait a couple hours, send people with Y tag, and then send the rest to the winner, the highest open rate. You can also resend. I always resend important broadcasts to the unopens. So I wait about a day and a half, and I will tag everyone. I actually don't have to tag people in Kajabi. You can make a copy of the broadcast email. I change the subject line. And then I always put in, just in case you didn't get this, because they might have gotten it, right? They're, techie gremlins do things. They might have opened it. But just in case you didn't get this, this is really important. I wanted you to get this. And I send it to everyone that didn't open the previous email. So that's another way to sort of see which email subject line did a better job. I don't test subject lines anymore because I know how they're going to do. So that's fun. I just send out, and I know what my subject lines are doing, and I'm pretty sure I know how it's going to go. So I don't bother with testing subject lines, but you 100% should test your subject lines if you can, and do it easily. Do trolls affect unsubscribe? I don't know. I don't have trolls on my list. So you delete trolls for sure, and don't attract them in the first place. That's what I got to say about trolls. Yeah. If people unsubscribe but have purchased, what do you do with your email address? I keep them in my system because it's important for me to know if something changes with their purchase. I want to be able to contact them and not lose them. And you can legally contact people about a purchase. Even within Kajabi, when someone buys a product of yours, a digital product, and they've unsubscribed, you can still contact people through the product dashboard itself, which is kind of cool, because that is totally fine to do if it is about something that they've spent money on. You guys, I'm like reading and presenting at the same time. Look at me being all multitasky. Ah! At what point, Noah says, at what point after sending, hold on, I'm just going to put this on the screen so I can read it. What point after sending do you check your reports? Seems like sometimes people don't open right away. Yeah. Oh, people totally don't open right away. Don't freak out. Don't freak out by that. I guess my shirt came unbuttoned. That's how excited I am. It's good to wait a day, at least, like a full 24 hours, like a good sleep has gone by. It's not working. A good sleep has gone by. Let people open that email. And especially if you are someone like me who sends at like weird times of day, and like there's a work day happening the next day. It's just not buttoning, you guys. That's what's happening with the shirt. So absolutely, Noah, you definitely want to wait and don't even look at the numbers. It's like kind of depressing in the first hour. How many 6% open rate? You're like, oh my God. Yeah. Okay. People haven't gotten to it yet. They're like outside doing something or whatever. So yeah, absolutely wait a little bit. Okay, cool. Someone wants to be like me when they grow up. Oh my God, that's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna keep going because we've got so much to do today. All right. So, question. We talked about, we declared I'm a master of my email list. Remember that? Were you with me? Were you one of the people that was like, I'm a master of my email list? But there's also like little voices that are like, I'm not a master of my email list. I'm not a master of my fan list. So I want to know what's stopping you from actually being a master of your fan list. We want to get clear on this because this is going to dictate your next moves around your fan list. So this is really important questions here. So do you hate writing emails? Do you hate writing emails? It's okay. It's okay to admit that you hate writing emails, even though you know you want to, right? 2, do you not have new ideas for content, especially when you're in between projects? I hope that I fixed that this week, y'all. I hope like the nurture series, like this should not be a problem anymore, but it's okay if it still is. Deeper dive into tech. Who are my tech people that are like, the gremlins are everywhere, the tech gremlins. If you missed the tech day, it was amazing. 3.5 minutes in, my screen went blank and cut out for like 30 seconds or a minute. And then I came back and I was like, you've met my tech gremlins. Cute, guys, cute. It's been great the rest of the time, knock on wood. Did you like the challenge, but you're not sure where to go from here? Because we're gonna get your actions straight. I'm not gonna leave you inspired. Wait, what? Okay, here's what I hate about going to music conference. Like you go in and you're like, oh my God, I'm so inspired. And you leave and you're like, you either have like a list of 400,000 things to do, or you're just like, that was inspiring and I want that. But like, what do I do? What? Inspiration to me is not helpful. I am not someone who like waits for inspiration to hit before I sit down to write a song. That comes from my advertising years where you like, they need it in 2 hours. You need to sit and just do the work and like write the thing. But so I'm not going to leave you inspired. I mean, maybe you'll be inspired. Yay, inspired, motivated, all these feelings, like yay for feelings, but I also want to give you actions. So I'm going to give you a couple different things that you could do and you need to choose. That's one of your assignments today, is to actually like be clear on what path is for you, because there are multiple paths here. And like in the music industry, it's so easy to get caught up with shiny object syndrome and which one do I want to do and squirrel. And then like, once you choose, it's so empowering and everything falls in place. It's like, this is the thing I want. Okay, now I just need to do this next step and then that next step. And it's just like, that's what I want for you. Okay. If you're ready for more advanced techniques, I'm going to tell you about Rock Your Email List in a second. Here's the thing though, I really need you to stick around because I need to share the winner from yesterday. And I want to answer all these questions because I'm seeing them come in and they're really, really good. So let me just do this really fast, y'all. So, I want to review my favorite numbers. 1 subscriber on your list, you'll be making $1 to $2 per month. If you have 1,000 people on your email list, you're going to make $1,000 to $2,000 a month. Okay, who's doing email correctly and like sees this number? Anyone? Because that would be super awesome. I know a couple of you are in Rock Your Email List and you're here just to kind of like refresh. I'm guessing that's you. So James says you're just starting your fan list. This is ahead of me. Oh my God, I'm so jealous that you're just starting. This is like the stuff. This is the stuff to do now before you don't build the fan list when you have the fans. You build the fan list while you don't have fans, and then you take them on this journey with you, and then they stick around for a really, really long time. I am literally living proof of this. The dream is when you send an email and then within 24 hours, they have fan funded a whole thing you didn't even think you were going to fan fund without you even asking. That's like bananas how this can work. So I'm jealous of you if you are just starting off and getting to do this the right way, not having to take a decade. I literally took a decade trying out platforms, figuring this out. So, yes. And I totally also get that this feels beyond. So we did tip of the iceberg this week. We kind of got into the, like, this is how to wrap your head around this stuff. So you are not ahead of yourself, James. You are not ahead of yourself. Joe Alexis avoids the nurture series. You hate writing emails. Yeah. So don't look at it as like emails. Just look at it as like just an exercise of writing a couple paragraphs in your journal about that have parameters, the parameters that I've given you. Right. Yes. And the money is, we talked about that yesterday in the Money Day, Chris. So go back and watch yesterday because there's a lot of different ways that it can manifest through your email list. So yeah, go back and just watch day 4 of this. Okay, cool. So let me give into the next questions here, get into the next questions. So what do you want to do? Like, are you in a place right now where you're like, okay, I want to build this fan list, or no, I'm not. I think I might just make songs for myself. I don't want to get my music out there. And also, what would it be worth to you to have a list that shows up for you month after month, year after year, decade after decade? I need you to get a number in your head. Because we're going to do some math around the number of subscribers you have, the number of subscribers you want, and all the other things that we need to pay for, right? I'm getting really into the money. People are really wonky about money in our generation. Like if you are anywhere near my age, which is 27. Ha, just kidding, you guys. I'm much older than that. And then I also have the question, do you want to keep working with me? Are you ready for some bonus trainings? Because I'm going to tell you about Rock Your Email List, and stick with me for 5 minutes. And then we're going to get into the prizes, which are freaking bananas, and the giveaways today. And we're going to finish up with a really strong Q&A where I'm going to give you a couple more things. And there's going to be an Enzo appearance. So I've been talking about Rock Your Email List all week, y'all. So I know you know about it. So if you're a yes, I'm going to tell you about it, give you the details so you can be like, is this a match made in heaven? If you're all good and you're like, nah, but stick around because I'm going to answer the rest of your questions. And by being here live, you're up for a major giveaway, and I'm giving away more than one. So hang tight so I can share the info you need to make an informed decision about what's next for you. Cool. Cool. Everyone's cool. You don't need bananas. Oh, everyone needs bananas. Actually, I really don't like bananas. Okay, so here's the details. I'm just going to zoom through this for those of you that are interested. Rock Your Email List is the course I created. So this was the tip of the iceberg this week. And then the course is the rest of the iceberg. And you don't have to go underwater for it. It's designed to build, grow, and monetize your list. So it's A to Z, start to finish, step-by-step approach to authentically attract the right customers, turn them into paying customers. That is the goal. Attract the right fans, turn them into paying fans. Feel good about it all. So you're going to dive into the world of providing more value for your fans, creating more long-lasting relationships, and generating more consistent, guys, that's the key word. Oof, consistent income. That is not a thing that I experienced early on in my career than you ever thought possible. That's what we do in this course. Okay. I should call it like the money course, but it's the email course. So this is what's in it. It's a little bit over 11 hours of videos. So this is the meat and potatoes of the course. It includes strategy, technology videos. There's worksheets and cheat sheets for my worksheet people. So, you don't need to waste time on scrolling back through the videos or looking for answers on Google's. The cheat sheets have it all. You guys, you get my 40 plus email templates. Like, this is worth its weight in gold. So dozens of emails to promote your CDs, Patreon pages, engage with your fans, re-engage your fans, welcome your fans, all the stuff. And then there's a community, which is access to me. It's the Rock Your Email List community. They're amazing, hardworking musicians. We get feedback, ideas. There's regular access to me. I do Q&As and also cross promotion with each other and my list. I do cross promotion with the people in Rock Your Email List because I know that they're doing email right and I can send my fans to them. So that's fun. We go over these stages, which is what we've been talking about all week, right? And you don't have to take my word for it. This is great stuff other people say. Like, wow, that email is generating so much response. Emails have been pouring in about 20 minutes after I hit send, which is a very good feeling, y'all. And then Maria says, I'm in the trenches for my first release as a solo artist, and I work intensively with your email and pitch courses. Thank you. Finally found someone who gives advice and feels applicable. Yeah, I give advice and it's applicable. This is an example. There's I go into MailChimp and Active Campaign and a bunch of stuff. Like, I literally dig in and here's the HTML. We copy and paste. All the tech videos are in there. Harriet said she had 50 people before the course and 300 after the course. And she said, I'm growing my list, getting good replies, good open rates. Facebook ads are generating new subscribers. In general, the course has turned me on to so many possibilities I'd not thought of. Helped me redirect my career on so many levels. This is I love this. And Harriet's amazing. So the videos, let's talk about the videos. They are all about giving you clarity on what to do. So you get step-by-step instructions. I'm inspired, but what do I do next? Forget that. Action items, confidence, you get a plan. Every successful business has an automated connection and income generating machine. That is what, oh my God, my dog is so excited about that. Hey, what is it? Enzo. They're very excited, you guys. Look at them. They're so excited about the connection and also that my husband's home, so I'm going to let him out. Hey guys, goodbye. Say goodbye. Oh my God. Like a little herd of dogs. Okay. Keeping going. This is the worksheets. They are really pretty. You figure out your avatar and some growth things and you get the data. You guys, I'm such a dork about data. So you collect your data. The worksheets are going to lock in the material. You're going to organize all the stuff. You're going to define your ideal followers. I know that's really a sticking point for a lot of people. You're going to summarize all the video materials in the worksheets and keep track of all your stuff, right? Okay. The templates, you guys, the templates are life-saving. And I really, really wrote these because I hate writing emails from scratch. So this gives you all of the all of the things here. So there's so little to do. You just add in your own links. You change some of the wording. I make it really clear what you definitely need to change. You want it to be in your voice, but then you're ready to go. So remove all of the worry about like, when do I send it? What should the subject line be? Because I give you freaking subject lines, and this is day 1. This is day 7. It's so good. So there's dozens of emails in series. So some of the examples of the series are releasing a single, launching a Patreon, which is fan funding, inviting fans to host house concerts, Zoom concerts, whatever, selling your merchandise, selling tour tickets, live stream tickets, etc. So the templates are awesome. Greg said, my automation is set up and active. I gained 50% more subscribers since starting this course. He looks angry, but he's very happy. I love Greg. You guys, I remember I told you yesterday, I found the screenshot. I told you yesterday that I was on Upwork, and they have, how much did I expect to pay for someone to write me a direct email letter? This is all the email stuff, $1,500 to $5,000. And then I went on to Fiverr and I was like, can I find someone to also, oh yeah, you can see it. So it says Upwork. This is a screenshot from Upwork. And then on Fiverr, there's a guy that will write your, subject line plus clear call to action up to 200 words for $10, which you're like, oh, okay. But then you read the description. It's like, I'm the guy you meet when you're in need of great copy. So that's what you're getting for your $10. So I would go with the 5,000, 1,500, 5,000. But either way, like, it's money to get this stuff done by a professional. And so I'm giving you 40. Okay. Templates are going to save you dozens of hours, take away all the overwhelm, allow you to generate real income because you're using real selling copy that feels totally organic and you. And the templates will change your career. Yeah, I'm going to say that. Shalina, you're not a musician. I absolutely would recommend this for visual artists. I took a lot of courses on email marketing, and my favorite one I learned, the example they used throughout the entire course was selling mattresses, which is like a 1,000% not digital music, art in any way. And it's all applicable. You can change the template. Like, all of the stuff is still there. I use music as the example in this course. And the course is called Rock Your Email List, not Rock Your Musician Email List, for a reason. And I was very, very intentional about that. So absolutely. Good question. Okay, last thing is the community, the crew that gets you. You can test your subject lines, ask tech questions, get some motivation, cross-promotion partners. You want to cross-promote and send your fans to people that you know are going to get taken care of in the email list, that they're not going to get ghosted and they're not going to get spammed. If that person is in Rock Your Email List, you know they are not sending crappy broadcasts, crappy newsletters. That's not a thing anymore, right? So it's such a good let's cross-promote. Okay. And then you get exclusive access to me. I do live coaching calls and Q&As and office hours and all that stuff in there. Cool. And all I need to say about the group is Chris said, this group is awesome. So that's all you need to know, right? Okay, so this is all the stuff, the videos, the worksheets, templates, community. Oh, and I forgot to mention, there are insider deals that I have made with companies to give to people inside Rock Your Email List. That includes Bandzoogle, Discmakers, Active Campaign, Kajabi. I've given the Kajabi and Bandzoogle in this email challenge. And I update it a lot, and you get lifetime access to all those updates. So let's talk about money, because everyone's like, how much does it cost? You know that Berklee College of Music costs like $63,000 per year. Public university is like $20,000. And I have friends in both programs right now, including my assistant, Rob Ben, and he's like, no one's talking about email, like not even in college. So if you want to go to some Berklee online classes, and they're also not teaching email, by the way, they have like big picture stuff. These are all around $2,000, over $1,000 classes. And the cost of making a record, we all know, is pretty expensive. CD Baby suggests budgeting $10,000, and a new guitar. Like, we're spending money on our career no matter what. And if you're going to spend money on a record and no one hears it, what the frick was the point? Like, what are you doing with your career? So yes, spend money on creating your music, but also you need to spend money and invest in yourself. It's investments. It's a very big difference here. There are other courses out there that are sort of like mine, right? Like other people doing their thing, teaching, licensing, Spotify, social media courses. They're all around $1,000 to $2,000, which is great. Remember, hiring your own copywriter is like $1,500, or you just get bad grammar. You have to redo it anyway. So Rock Your Email List. I've been told by like several of my mentors in this music industry that this course is a $3,000 course, but like, screw that. That's a lot of money. So think about growing your list. Just think about this, 2,000 subscribers. It's $24,000 a year when you do all this stuff, right? So what's your shortcut to $24,000 a year? It's not even $1,500. You guys, the course is $899. Okay? It's $899, lifetime access. And right now I'm giving out some bonuses. And the bonuses are actually kind of worth $8.99 in and of themselves. So, oh yeah, I wanted to tell you, you're ready. You can go to Rock Your List. That's a link that I think you need the www in front of it, but you can also go to inthekey.co/email course. That will take you directly where you need to go. There's a payment plan, y'all. You can get started. It's 4-month payment plan. So you can get started for $249. Like, that's so nice, right? If you're still here, you're ready. You're ready. Jeb, do you like that I'm not swearing? I'm trying really hard not to swear. Jeb's an amplifying, knows that sometimes I can swear. What the frick? So because you're on this training, I have a super duper offer for you. When you sign up, you also get these bonuses. Okay, so if you know this is for you, you should sign up, because here's what I'm doing. For people that are signing up during the challenge, which means by the time I sign off live today, you're getting a free Zoom call with me where we're going to talk about your strategy and how to make sure that this course plays into your music career. And we'll have wine or cocoa or whatever, and we'll chat, and it's going to be fun. So that expires when I turn this call off. Okay, so you want to go do it. So if you know this is for you, hop to it. I'm going to talk for just 2 more minutes on the bonuses that you get right now, which will expire. I think they go away in like a week. So the perfect pitch, which you may or may not have heard of, this is a very easy course to do. It's super quick, but it's so freaking powerful. So you round out your email world. So in Rock Your Email List, you're conquering writing emails to many people, your fan list. The perfect pitch is going to have you master emails to one person when you're pitching anything. And it doesn't even need to be email. It could be a phone call or in person. So it's a quick, absolutely necessary course. It's an 8-step process to write empowering emails that have you stop hearing crickets and start hearing a yes. So you get 8 steps to creating a pitch. It's a checklist. Get a couple of quick videos. And you also get some tried and true email templates there for pitching your music to people, including venue promoters, music supervisors, people you know, and companies you might have just Googled that you don't know. You also get a community where you can test out your pitches and get a little feedback from me. So that's fun. So yeah, imagine being able to book whatever venues you want, set up meetings with whomever you want, and get faster results than you ever thought possible, because that's what we do in the perfect pitch. You guys, I send out pitches all the time, and I no longer hear crickets. Like, I get yeses left and right. There's a bunch of people that love this course. Like, over 1,000 musicians have done it. But I will tell you, Tim, who said, I made $3,000 extra this month because of this course. Hello. He also just paid for his Rock Your Email List class. So that's cool. And paid for 2 of his buddies to do it. Okay, so bonus number 1 is the secret to turn pitches into results. Bonus number 2 is a training with Rick Barker. Y'all know Rick Barker. He knows a lot of things about a lot of things, but we do a deep dive social media marketing training. It's a 2-hour training on how to use Facebook ads specifically to promote your music and your email list, which is very cool. So after spending 2 hours with Rick and I, you're going to be confident on how to create converting Facebook ads for any reason. We focus on growing your list, but you can also use it to promote a show, gain Spotify followers, etc. So that's bonus 2, 2 hours of how to gain more fans via Facebook. Bonus 3 is with my friend Michael Elsner. There it is. There he is. You guys, the video is like, oh, it's because I'm left-handed. So you are going to discover Michael Elsner's keys to successful licensing. So he's had over 2,500 placements. Like, I always am like, I had 40 placements on TV shows. Like, so you can think you can dance and real world and all this cool stuff. And then I talk to Michael. I'm like, oh yeah, I have done nothing in licensing. It's like, he's amazing. And he shows this very simple system, how he does it. And he made a video just for Rock Your Email List people, which is super awesome. He talks about how he uses his email list to secure 10 to 12 licenses a month. And then he tells you how to get the licenses. So this is super awesome, this video. And this is a song placement workshop that is included, bonus number 3. And then, of course, purchase during this challenge, you're going to get a special invite for a small group Zoom coaching call with me, which is so fun. And people are like, what's your guarantee? So I guarantee that you're going to get results. So due to the extremely high value and exclusivity of this product, which, by the way, is digital, I can't give refunds. You can't return. This isn't Amazon. I'm not Amazon. But my guarantee is that when you do 100% of the work, you will get 100% results. You work out the tech, you write the copy, you set up the 6 basic series, you test and tweak for 3 months, and you still haven't seen any results. I actually work with you one-on-one until you see results. That's why hundreds of musicians who have got this course have given it 5 stars. 100% of the people that have finished the course give it 5 stars. Like, this is very awesome. This is very awesome. This is good news for you. This is not a risky investment, right? This is not like, maybe it'll work. Like, this works. So sign up now. Email is the number one tool you need in your tool belt. More than licensing, which can be inconsistent, more than streaming, which can be pennies, more than gigging, which is so much work. You can do all of those. And again, your music career is a puzzle. And there are some pieces in a puzzle that's like, okay, if your cat ate this puzzle piece, you wouldn't be that sad. But if it's a corner piece, like, gosh darn it, kitty cat, puke it up. So email is the puzzle piece that you need in the corner. It's a foundation for all the things. You're doing licensing and streaming and gigging for fans, right? Like, so how are you connecting to those fans? Email is the thing in the center of it all. So email list. Okay, so rock your email list. You get all this stuff. Free bonus bundle. You get that too. You sign up now, you get a course with me or a Zoom call with me. Yay. So click on the link. There's no link to click. Just type it in thekey.co/email course or rockyourlist.com. I think you need the www. You got a payment plan if you want, or pay up front and you save some money. You'll get a welcome email from me and a course login. And once you log in, you'll see the dashboard with all the bonuses as well as the course itself. And you can click either one and read the text in the beginning to know where to go find the community. And you're going to be all set. So if you're wondering, we're so close here. I can't afford it. Like, first of all, I hear you and you're still here, which means you can. And I know that this is not my first rodeo. So check out the payment plan and make it work. And the faster you do the work, the faster you're going to get the return on investment. You get 249 people on your list. You're going to pay for it. Okay. That's what's going to happen. If you are wondering, can you be good at your music career and making money with it? Like, yes, you can do both, but you can be good at only one of the two things. You can be good at your music and making money, or you can be good at making excuses for why you're not. You cannot be good at both. So you get to decide, what do I want to be good at? If you think you're very good at making excuses for why your music isn't making money for you, great. You're good at that. And in Amplify, we say this, you are winning the game that you are playing. If you are playing the game, I want to make excuses for my life, you are going to be winning that game. If you're winning the game, if you're playing the game, I'm a master at email, guess what game you're going to be winning? What? Okay. That's like deep dive. That might have been too much. It's okay. If you're wondering, I don't have time, you do, because you can do that. It's at your own pace. There's no pressure. You can say, okay, I'm going to buy this now so I can get all the bonuses. And then I'm going to put it in my schedule to do in July. Like, I don't care. Wait till July to do it. But make it a reality for you. Put it in your schedule. Do it at your own pace. A lot of people come in and like bang it out and do it in a weekend, and then they go back and implement over time, which I think is great. If you are wondering anything else, you can do this course from anywhere. There's actually an app. Kajabi has an app, which is how I host the course. Michael Elsner, Rick Barker, a bunch of people, Chris Bradley hosts their course on Kajabi. So if you bought anyone else's courses, you can actually see them all from your phone, which is really cool. So I just invite you to be armed with the communication tools that will have your next music release or whatever it is you're putting out there in the world actually not be a flop. Okay. If you are thinking that you're not ready, if you're still here, you are ready. If you know you want to grow a fan base, you are ready. If you are ready to find your true fans, make consistent money, and have connection that you've been craving, you are ready. You are ready. I mean, I know that I'm not ready can be such a common thought. It is keeping you small. It is keeping you small. It's keeping you safe and protected from getting out there and growing. But you can say, thank you for being here and keeping me safe. I don't need you anymore. I got Cheryl. Okay. So go sign up, y'all. And while you do, I want to announce yesterday's giveaway. It goes to, drum roll, please. I know I got some drummers here. Cat Mills. Cat Mills, you won my my welcome series, and I will audit yours when you finish writing it whenever. It does not expire. Just tell me when it's done, and I will go in and actually edit and optimize everything, your subject lines, your formatting, everything. So you guys, we're going to go follow The Cat Mills Show on Instagram. The KATMILLSSHOW. The Cat Mills Show. Go check out what she's up to. It's awesome. And I'm so excited that you won the challenge, the giveaway yesterday. Today, I have one more giveaway for you. I lied. I might have two. First, you're going to go to In the Key of Success on Instagram. It's a little different than yesterday, so just pay attention. You got to be following me, which most of you are by now, which is great. Tag a musician friend in my most recent post, which is an invitation to a webinar tomorrow. I'm doing kind of like a summary of this week, and there's more giveaways and stuff like that. But if you have a friend that's a musician that like doesn't have their head wrapped around their email list and you think that this would be beneficial, just share one thing you got from this week's training. So think about it. Did you get some hope, confidence? You can say you got inspiration. Did you learn something about like what's possible? Anything. It doesn't need to be an essay. Just put like, hey, I got some great stuff, like something that you got this week. Share that. You can't just tag them. You actually have to do a little work for it because this prize is so freaking fantastic. The prize is so freaking fantastic that I need to make sure that you're willing to do the work for it. The first prize, oh yeah, it's access to Rock Your Email List, one person. And if you have purchased it already, do not worry. We'll work that out. Everyone that does this, that goes to In the Key of Success, follows me on Instagram, tags a musician friends, and shares in that same comment one thing you got from this week's training, you are eligible to get access to Rock Your Email List Deluxe. I'll give you the whole kit and caboodle. You get in on the Zoom call. You get in on all this stuff. You need to do this now because I'm going to be announcing the winner in 5 minutes. Oh, yes, I'm announcing the winner in 5 minutes. I am also going to give away to a second place winner, and you will get an email from me. And I'll announce in the Facebook group. I'm going to give away one more of my welcome series with an audit from me because I think that that's just a really cool prize. So you will be essentially the runner up today. Okay. That is our prize. Oh my God. Becca just signed up. Andrew's there. Yes, James, you got some valuable knowledge this week. I love it. Can be an artist other than a musician. Absolutely. Payment says, we're sorry. Offer's not current for any place. You probably did something wrong because some people have definitely gotten the payment plan. Stephen, trying a new browser. Make sure you're typing in www.inthekey.co/email course. It definitely is available for purchase. It's been working. Gabrielle, yes, Gabrielle. All right, Kat Mills won yesterday. Yep, we're getting this, you guys. Yeah, working with me live is fun. You guys feel some energy, right? This is why I tell people to come live. Like you can watch the replay. And for those of you who are watching the replay, hi, I love you. Thanks for sticking around. You can still absolutely get the course and get some of these bonuses and absolutely love it. You don't need a coupon code. You just can sign up. The bonuses are included in this link. Okay. Inthekey.co/email course. People who've already signed up for the course may get the bonuses. It's like a time thing, like sometimes your favorite store has a sale. You don't get to really go in and say, can I have the sale price? So cool. So I'm going to go through and answer some questions. But first, challenge assignment. We're still in it, you guys. We have 100% of the challenge left, 100% of the month, 100% of this left. So here's the assignment for this challenge, the last day of the challenge. And I encourage you all to declare what you want to do of this assignment because it's optional. I'm just throwing you stuff and you get to pick and choose what's going to work for you, right? Take everything I say with a grain of salt or take it very seriously. Your call. Finish the work from this week. Go back, look at the other assignments. Though I specifically chose the other 4 assignments to get you past what I see are the most common humps to get over around email, around getting it started, around getting through the blocks of sitting down and writing. For those of you who are like, I hate writing, I'm stopped with my Nurture series. The outline will relieve so much of that pressure. So if you don't have the complete outline, that is where you need to start, right? So finish the work from this week. And this is the crux of the assignment. Put in your calendar a recurring weekly or even daily event, a half hour, 15 minutes, an hour, whatever, to work on your email list, whatever you know you need to do. So maybe that's the landing page. Maybe that's learning the tech and setting it up. Maybe it's the writing series, sharing about your list to other people. Choose how you will invest in your music career because this will help the other 2 things on here. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to play it out. If this, then that. If I spend $10,000 on a mixer for my next record and I don't spend any money learning how to really market my stuff, or I try to get as much free information from all these free things as possible. Like, how is that going to go? Am I going to spend a ton of time? Am I going to do this well? Like, how's it going to go? How's it going to go? Play it out. If I invest in my email list and I spend a little bit of time right now to set this up, reawaken my new subscribers, get people on my list because I'm just starting from scratch. And then I start to make a CD, and then I get to bring people into bring people into my process and along the journey with me as I start and go. How is that going to play out? You guys, it's going to play out so much better. Spoiler alert. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Okay. So just play it out for yourself. All right. So I want to announce, I'm going to announce the winner in a second. Oh yeah. Remember, zoom out. It's simple, y'all. I made it simple. It sounds complicated. It feels like a lot. It's a big, important tool. And it's these stages. Everything about email marketing is in this word. Okay. So I got you. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Hi, y'all. You guys, I love you so much. So here's the thing. We have a winner. For the giveaway today, who's getting access to Rock Your Email List. Do I want a drum roll? Where are my drummers? I know there are some drummers watching this. Y'all. This is really exciting for me. Hold on, I'm just checking one thing. We gotta make it. Make sure that we have the right person. I've got an assistant working on this behind the scenes. Hold on. Get excited. Drum roll. Oh, Matt's drumming. And then we've got Steven doing birder. And we've got Michelle with the bzzz. You guys know that I was a vocal percussionist in my a cappella group in college. Just so you know, has anyone watched The Office with Andy Bernard in Here Comes Trouble? That group, Here Comes Trouble, was based off of Nothing But Trouble, which is an all-female, the oldest a cappella female group at Cornell that I was musical director of. It is extra funny that Andy Bernard is in it because there you go. So the winner of Rock Your Email List access is Jamie Gina. I hope I am saying that right because it is spelled in a very, very cool way. JAEMIEGINA. You won access to Rock Your Email List. Congratulations. And I'll be in touch with you. And everyone go follow Jamie Gina on the Instagrams. So congratulations. There you go. All right. And then I will be picking a second place winner for the audit of your welcome series, and I'll announce that in the Facebook group. All right. Jamie Gina. So exciting. You're welcome. Okay. So let's get to the questions. This is officially the end of your email challenge. You have the assignment. And I'm just like so honored that you're still here with me after 5 days. And I know that you are here because you really care about your fans and you care about your music and you care about being like super authentic. And I also want you to make a lot of stupid money. Like, you deserve it. You're making great art. It is what is keeping people alive in these crazy freaking times. So for you to take on learning how to really connect in a way that's powerful and meaningful, and to be able to rise to the cream of the crop of all the internet digital stuff. People are on their phones all the time. This is the time to really be connecting digitally because everyone is online. That's all we can do, right? So everyone is online, and you learning how to do this well is actually going to teach your fans how to be great fans for other musicians. Like, this is actually a service to the entire indie musician community in my eyes. So I really honor you for being here and sticking with me. And I hope I kept it entertaining enough that you're still here. So I want to answer as many questions as possible. I will tell you that if there's something I go into a deep dive in the course, I will tell you to go just sign up for the course. Do not be sad or offended by that, but I will answer as many questions as I can here. So, really great question. So let's get into this. Dust City Opera. I love your questions, and I also love your name. Beyond the price of the course, what else do we need to budget to implement the tools like monthly Facebook ads? I don't get into Facebook ads other than the bonus training with Rick Barker. So that is not part of the course. It is one of the many techniques I share. I have three main sort of pillars of email list growth. Facebook ads is only one of them. But similar to if you're not performing live, whether in person or on live streams, that's another pillar. So you can just say, okay, that one is not applicable to me. There are others that will fit your bill. So you don't need to budget for Facebook ads. Platform costs is definitely something you should budget for. So you should have a website host. Bandzoogle, I believe, depending on what level you choose, is like $15 or $12 or $18 a month. Any website host is around that. Kajabi is all in one. So you're not really like picking through, you're getting the email list platform. Most email list platforms are around $30 a month, depending on how many people you have. A lot of them go up exponentially with your own growth, which once you do rock your email list, it actually doesn't matter. That growth should be paying for whatever increase of price for the email platform. So that should be totally not a problem. But you do want to take into account your email platform costs and ballpark. I don't know. I'm going to throw out like $30 to $50. Kajabi is a little bit more, less than around $100, I would say, most a month. But none of that is necessary to get into the course and get the bonuses now and start implementing this stuff. It's like literally you just need a form to capture those emails, and you can do that on Bandzoogle or Wix, or you can start there very basic and then work it into your budget as you grow and as your list grows and as your list starts monetizing. You can then easily export those emails and upgrade to a different platform. And I literally have done that 4 times. I told you all I started with Constant Contact, and then I went to MailChimp, and then their pricing got super expensive with the growth I was having. Went to Infusionsoft, which is as expensive and robust as you can get, and I was like, this is too complicated. And then I went to Kajabi, which was really, I felt like Goldilocks. Like this was the perfect temperature porridge for me. So it's not hard to do that, but really great question there. Okay. Let's see. What kind of income are the students generating? They are generating $1 per subscriber per month. So it depends on their subscriber bases. And a lot of people are making a lot of money with their live streams and getting people into their lists that way. There's a lot of Patreon growth I'm seeing because there's a nice little focus on crowdfunding because I've had a lot of success in that arena. So Kajabi is $120 a month, and that includes the website host and everything like that, because they do all these things in one, which is really cool because you can see the data of someone clicking on your website and then signing up and then buying a thing. Like all of those numbers are combined. Very, very cool. Okay, let's see what this question is. You put a song on Bandcamp for free. I don't know why, but their form only collects the email address and not the first name. How do you handle emails on your list with no first name? Yeah, you could send an email to the people that don't have first names, and you could ask them if they want to update their account so you can address them by their proper first name, and just say, I want to make sure I have the spelling of your name right. And there is a way to do that inside of your email platform, to send a link for people to update their account, their email and their first name and stuff like that. So that's an email to send once they're in, but I would make sure that your form that you are sending people to collect has their first name. And I get that on Bandcamp, they don't let you do that, which is kind of a bummer. Jimmy has a great question. How can I apply some of this to non-email demographics? Many of my fans are older and only use their phones and text. Can this be automated in a similar way? Yeah, it's interesting. I've actually found that older people are on email. A lot of seniors are using email. So I would confirm that with your fans. If you know that for sure, great. But that is an assumption that I've heard a lot of people make that I don't think is true. But there are ways you can absolutely do this with text. You can do it with Facebook messaging. There are apps and bots for that. So the tech behind that is just slightly different. And then the copy is going to be like way condensed. But the idea behind nurturing and value and all that stuff is definitely still applicable for sure. But I would double, triple check with your fan base and make sure that that is indeed true. Cool. The bonuses are going to be available through the webinar tomorrow. They're actually going to be available for the week. What you get when you are signing up while you're on the challenge with me live until I click end is an extra Zoom coaching call with me. But the bonuses are going to be around for this week. Absolutely. And I am doing a live training tomorrow and Monday that you can invite your friends to. It will be like a super condensed, like if this was the tip of the iceberg, the webinar tomorrow and Monday are going to be like the super tippy tip of the iceberg, but they'll get to hear sort of the stages of email as I lay it out, and some of the tech questions and things like that will get answered. And then they can hear about the program if they want to go down the rabbit hole with me. We love a good rabbit hole. I don't know who this is, but I love you, and you're not a plant. So if you're sitting on the fence, this course and Amplify have been game changer for me. Oh my God. Thanks, Cheryl and Amplifiers. Oh, it's Judy. Yay. I'm so glad that you're here, Judy. Eric, love to see Eric here live. You're MVP. I love it. Did you create these emails outline template worksheet all on my own? I did. I created them all on my own. I pulled them from my own emails from the past like 12 years. I looked at the highest open rates of emails and stuff. I implemented the stuff I've learned and the different courses and conferences and all this stuff. Absolutely. Like, yes, there's nothing about mattresses in any of these emails if you're worried. It's all based on creative products, digital products, merch, performances, and things like that. So there are definitely other learning sources in there. Everything is from something else, right? But a lot of the emails are actually from my own successful emails, and I did not put in anything that did not go over well with my lists. Good question. Mike, great question here. If a friend gives me his email address, is it any different than if he uses the website to get on my list? If he's like, hey, here's my address, can you add me to your list? Like 100% add that email to your list. But if he's just emailing you, like you don't get to put him on your list. Like people have emailed me in the past couple of days saying, hey, can I add you to my list? That's the way to do it. And my answer, by the way, is going to be no. If I was on like every musician's list, it would be bananas. And I'm on a lot of musicians' lists. So yeah, if they're asking specifically to be on your list, 100%, Mike. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, you absolutely can use Kajabi as just email, like 100%. I love it for email. It's very simple. You can incorporate stuff that you sell easily. Absolutely. Absolutely. You can switch over pretty easily, hosting. So yeah, great. So Destiny Opera, if you already have an account with In the Key of Success, go ahead and log in. Go to inthekeyofsuccess.com/login, and that will log in, and then it will have Rocket Email List will be available for purchase inside of that. Cool. You're super overwhelmed by all the tagging I've mentioned. What are the main tags you would suggest for people just starting out? Yeah, there's a lot of tags. So when you zoom out and think, I'm always a big fan of zooming out. I've been saying zoom out a lot. When you zoom out, and you think about what information do you need to know about the subscriber's behavior? That's what you're going to tag. This is a great question. So for example, when they finish the welcome series, you want to tag them, sent welcome series, so that when you have another free giveaway and they have to sign up through a form, they're not going to get sent through the welcome series again. But someone else who's just signing up to this new thing, they've never been through your welcome series. You're going to want them to go through the welcome series. So anytime you've sent us an automated series, you want to tag them sent welcome series, sent nurture series 1, sent rise series 1, sent whatever, right? So you want to know what you've already sent them. So that will prevent them from going through the exact same series again, which by the way, is not a problem. A lot of marketers tell you that you should send people through your the same rise series. You can go every 4 months, which I think is a little too often. I have a memory. Like I would remember if I was being sold the same thing 4 months later. So I don't recommend that in my program, but it's not the worst thing in the world, but that's a good tag. If you have something that you were trying to sell, I like to tag people who have clicked. So clicked, and then they get the tag is interest in merch, interest in whatever. When they purchase, I give them a purchasing tag, purchased merch, whatever. So what I like to do is send an email to the people that have clicked. So they have the clicked on the tag, but they do not have the purchase tag. And then you can say, hey, I noticed that you clicked on this and you're interested. Did the link work for you? Is it too expensive? Are you having trouble with the tag? Like, you can help them make that decision, right? Really great question. So sent tags, click tags, purchase tags, right? Those are the 3 most important tags. I hope that helps. Okay. If you purchased yesterday and you don't see the bundles, make sure that you're signing in with the right account. They are there, and I will double check that later. You can always shoot me an email if you don't see it. It's a separate program. So when you log in in thekeyofsuccess.com/login, once you log in, you'll see everything there. You'll see rock your email list. You'll see the perfect pitch. You'll see the bonus bundle. It's not inside rock your email list, just so you know. So once you go inside rock your email list, inside there is just the course. You have to come out into the dashboard when you logged in. That's where you'll see the bonus bundle. Hope that makes sense. Kajabi has a bunch of different levels. It's not $200 a month for me. I think it's like there's 112 or something like that. James says, I mentioned Gmail domain raising spam flags. Oh, all domains have some spam flags. Is there a way around that without having to move email to a different domain? I talked about this in the tech day, I think. So go back and watch that. But it's always better to have your name at yourname.com. Slightly better. A lot of there's so many different techie factors that come into that, like the health of your list and your open rates and your unsubscribes and stuff like that. But it will help a little bit. It's not something to completely stress out about. Cole, hey Cole, for capturing emails, any thoughts on sending people to the homepage of your website and using a pop-up form versus sending to a dedicated landing page? Yeah, as long as it's crystal clear and they don't have to click around to find it, I am fine with both. The thing about going to your webpage is when there's other options, people get a little squirrel. They're like, squirrel. Oh, there's a blog. Oh, there's a music video. So if you really want them to just like do this one thing, I think a pop-up is great. Pop-ups are coming back, by the way. They used to be like the super annoying thing, but now they're so much sleeker and prettier and built in and like, so a pop-up is great because it's like, it makes them focus on the thing. So yeah, I have no problem with sending people to a web page as long as if that's what you're asking them to do, make sure they don't have to scroll, click. It's like right there. Great question. Dun, dun, dun. Kim says, how do I recommend people getting to sign up for me email list at live shows? I talked about this on the growth day. So day 3. So check that video out. QR codes on merch tables. Great. And yeah, go watch that video because we talked about a lot of fun things you can do for live shows. I love running a good contest. Sign up before the show's over and you win a thing, or you can come up on stage and sing with me. Fun stuff. Okay. How do I keep my docs and emails organized digitally? Folders on Google Docs or just on your device? I'm not quite sure what this is. I write all the emails and I advise everyone to make sure that they're writing the copy of the emails in a Google Doc or a Word document that's saved in a folder with the subject line. I like Google Docs because you can put things as titles and like see it in the sort of a table of contents. And then if I ever were to change my email platform, I don't need to go in and like mess with the platform and to copy and paste the content. I have the content right there. So I don't know if that's what you meant, but that's what I do. Okay. Who's in? There's so many people coming on in. I'm really excited. We're going to have a Zoom call. We're going to have wine together. Kat, yay. Kat won yesterday. You have a regional tag for your area because you play shows there. Yes, I like that too. If you were touring a lot, you absolutely like, you can tell your entire list like, hey, I'm playing in Switzerland. But then when if you're doing a Rise series, you don't want to be selling tickets to the Switzerland show to people that live in Oklahoma. You can tell them once, like, hey, I'm doing a tour in Switzerland, and someone in Oklahoma may be like, oh my God, my cousin lives in Switzerland. And they might want to know about it. But then when it's like actually about selling the tickets, you really do want to segment to the people that have come to Swiss shows before or that are in that area, right? So I love tagging and segmenting by region for sure. Super great. Miriam Saba's in. I'm so excited. Oh my God. You guys, we are the Zoom call. I'm going to send out a doodle. So I'm going to pick it when most people can attend. So you get to schedule it with me. So don't even worry. I got it covered. It won't be this week. It will be at least you'll get some time to dig in so that you can ask me some questions about the course and we can talk about strategy. So it will probably be end of April, early May. Can I remind you where the bonuses are? They will be in a thing called the bonus bundle. If they're not there, give it a minute. And I don't know, I'll check everyone to make sure that you have it, but most people should have it there. Any other questions? I will be here all night long and I'm going to answer questions tomorrow night as well. And on Monday night. But as soon as I click end here, you are no longer invited to our little private Zoom call. So, yeah. Okay, let's talk about overwhelm again. I'm overwhelmed about all the various tagging sequencing. Yes, you are. I get that. I totally get that. That's why I created this course. Can this stuff really be automated? Yes. Why wouldn't it be? What automated stuff should I look for if I'm shopping for an email app? Go back to day 2 in the tech. I talk all about this. Automation is what you're looking for. So Bandzoogle does not offer automation, but all of the designated platforms do. That is what they're designed to do. Do I have an affiliate program? I do, but you have to apply with me. I'm very, very picky about my affiliate partners. So send me an email. You should have my email somewhere. Should we finish the 5-day challenge before starting work on an email list? Should we do the perfect pitch after that? If you signed up for Rock Your Email List, you don't need to finish the 5-day challenge. I will take you through from the beginning. So watch those videos. Perfect pitch is like, literally like there's a checklist. You can just read through it and like while you're sitting on the toilet and you will be better at pitching because of it. I mean, there are videos and it's like a full course and blah, 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 but like, it's not going to take a ton of time for you to get what you need to get out of that course. And so, yeah, so you can do that any order, but yeah. Do I talk about opt-ins and lead magnets? Oh yes. In the course, opt-in incentives, talk about all sorts of these. So for non-musicians, like if you, Shalina, I forget. Are you the photographer? I forget. If you're creating anything, I'm a big fan of giving away something you have created in the past that you don't mind giving away. So it could be, if you're a photographer, it could be an outtake, like an unedited version of a photo, or it could be an old photo that you sold, that you want to give away for free. You know, you could give a checklist. I am a big fan of easily consumable lead magnets. So if you have a program or a course or anything that you offer, and even if you are, let's just go with a photographer. I don't know why I think you're a photographer, but I have made up the story that you are. Like you could give like the 5 things you need to know for the perfect selfie, like a 1-page checklist that will get people in and interested in the work that you're doing, you know, something like that. So you guys, I'm really good at brainstorming ideas for people's lead magnets. Like we could do this for hours. So I do this inside the Rock Your Email List. We'll do in the community, we do some good brainstorms. So I love lead magnets, but just think what is easily consumable. So for example, what's not easily consumable is like an hour video, like a tutorial or a documentary on your last tour, or like a book that they have to read, like easily consumable, because you want them to feel that win, right? That good energy of, I got value already. My life is now improved and more interesting or cooler because I got this thing, right? So that feeling, you want them to not have to work very hard for that. So what can you create that can give them that? I hope that helps a little bit, Shalina. Let me know. Eric, thanks for being here. Gabrielle. Do I have a Zoom call when one signs up for Kajabi? I do. You get a one-on-one Zoom call when you sign up for Kajabi with me, because A, I know it's an investment. B, it's such an awesome platform. I want to make sure you're set up. You get a free call with someone from Kajabi once you sign up. So what I tell you to do is to do your free call with them, dig in a little bit. And then like a week or 2 after you sign up, we will have our calls to really like seal the deal on like, yes, this is a tool and a system that is going to work for me. Okay, cool. What else, y'all? I'm trying to see. Name of the other email platforms. I went through that on the tech day. This has been really cool. Gotta get back to day job. Yeah, you do. Go crank. And are you actively, oh, Stephen, great. So if you're actively recording stuff right now, like get going with the email list. Like this is such a good time because you have opportunity to bring people into the behind the scenes of recording and to make like I'm starting with the recording, come in and watch this journey and let's grow it together. When you release that, people are going to be like, oh my God, I knew him when I was there from the beginning of these recordings. Like that is exciting, exciting stuff that people are going to want to be there for. So there's a lot of information for people that don't have an email list. A lot of people come into this course starting from zero. There are people that come in and are starting with 4,000 people and are like, okay, I'm ready to scale. I've done everything I know to do. Now what? By the way, that's my sweet spot. That's what we do in Amplify. I've done all the things I know to do. Now what? Let's brainstorm. Let's get some new ideas. What blocks do I have that have been getting in my way from me leveling up? So I speak to both of those right here. Yeah, I feel like I was going to say something else. That kind of covers that. Really good question, Stephen, though. I appreciate that. Oh my God, Alvaro, you have over 1,000 newsletter subscribers. You're sitting on a gold mine. Any advice on someone who has this implementing? Yeah, get into Rock Your Email List and implement. I think I just answered that because I think I said that already. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have or don't have. You can start from anywhere. You can optimize what you already have. So you already have a list. So you're going to want to re-welcome them. I talk about that in the course. And then if you're starting from zero, you absolutely can start from zero and do it right from the beginning, which I'm really jealous of y'all who are starting from zero. Oh, the years you're saving. The years you're saving. All right. Well, I'm going to be in the Facebook group. I will continue to answer questions. If you have more questions, come on and show up live tomorrow to the webinar. I am, or Monday, 5:00 Eastern time. It's been such a pleasure to be here with you. And again, I honor you and I honor the work that you're doing, the creative work that you're doing, the art that you're putting out there in the world. And I consider your fans lucky ducks that they're going to get to engage with you in a meaningful way. And I'm really excited for your bank accounts that are going to grow because of that connection. Super psyched for you all. I adore you. For those of you that are in the course, I know that took something to sign up. So I will honor that. And you can count on me to make sure that you're getting what you signed up for. So you'll get an email from me and by tomorrow morning, if you did sign up, about the Zoom call, which is going to be super fun. And I'll double, triple check that everyone that just signed up gets the bonus bundle because I saw a couple questions about that. So it's all good. And my country you're in, I'm so psyched. I'm so psyched for everyone that's in. So I'll see you there. All right. It's official. As soon as I click end broadcast, the Zoom call invitation goes away. 4:26. I'm ending it. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And just know that you are worth all the stuff that you want. All the dreams, you deserve it. Okay, bye.